Good day, neighbor. I'm so glad you stopped by. Today, I'm going to be talking about storing seeds. How do you store the seeds once you have purchased them and you haven't used them all? My suggestions are store new, mature, healthy, and well dried seeds. It's very important. Well dried. Make sure they're not moist. You keep them in a dry, cool place to extend their viability. Now, in the video, you see items that can hold seeds. You see a Ziploc bag, you see a paper bag, and then you see a mason jar, and inside there are oxygen absorbers. And a small container that has a plastic lid, but it's made of cardboard. So seeds easily reabsorb moisture, so you need to maintain the dryness. Keep the seeds in an airtight container like a tin can or a glass jar with a tight fitting lid. Now that could be the mason jar I have here. You could put seeds in there, again, if they're dry. This is a quart jar. And one oxygen absorber in there. And that depends on if you would like to do that. It does keep it dry and takes a lot of the air out of the jar. So some people say don't put an oxygen absorber in there. Some people say yes. Some people say they only use a paper bag and put, the seed packet on the outside and they store them in a tin can. Other people store their seeds in a plastic bag. The key is dry seeds, dry area, not much light, and cool. Because if it's in a perfect container, but it gets moist in there, your seeds will mold and they won't be any good. So you won't be able to use them. So airtight containers, those are great. You can put some oxygen absorbing material, these little packets that you see in the jar. You can even use small pieces of newspaper or rice. Now, rice is put into salt shakers in restaurants to absorb the moisture. And they change it out periodically and put new rice in. I personally have never done this, but I think I might try it this year. Label the containers with the type of seed, the place, and if you collected your own seeds, the date that you collected them, that you put them in there after they were completely dry. Now, protect your seeds from rodents and birds. Rodents can chew through paper, plastic, cardboard. They cannot chew through tin or metal or glass. So that would be a good place to keep seeds if you have to keep them, let's say, in a garage or a shop or a barn. It would be good to keep it either tin or glass. And keep your seeds out of direct sunlight in a cool spot. It could be a cold closet or a cool closet, a basement, a root cellar, whatever you might have. Well, people say seeds. Why do I want to store seeds? I'm just going to go and buy some more next year. So why store seeds? The seeds will stay viable for at least 1 year. I have planted seeds that have been 6 years old and they have produced plants and fruit. And proper storage will allow the seeds to stay viable longer. I personally do not use the Ziploc bags because it's plastic. And moisture can be trapped in there and cause the seeds to mold, possibly. If you just store your seeds in the packets that they came in, and you store them properly in a cool, dry place, it is possible they can last from 1 to 5 years, at least 1 year. Ultimately, people have vacuum sealed the seeds in a bag. Some people put them in the freezer. But I always think if I lose power and let's say I don't want to run my freezer with the generator, then those seeds, if I don't take them out right away and start to dry them, they will have moisture and they will start to mold and I'll lose all my seeds. And oxygen absorbers are very handy. It takes out that oxygen. Low temperature, low humidity environment. Now, I have stored my seeds in quart jars before, glass, like this, with an oxygen absorber. And I place the packet in the front so I can see what it is. And also, I can take it out and read the directions on the back if I need to, or someone else that's helping me plant can do the same. Well, I am so glad you stopped by this afternoon. And if you like this video, stay tuned for more on my channel that are coming up. Give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you don't miss anything that's coming up. Not only about gardening and seeds, I'll be talking about being frugal, living in trying times, whether it's now, before, or could be in the future. How to save money. How to use things around your home so you don't have to go and purchase. I am so glad you stopped by, and I hope to see you soon.